Welcome to the Popish Plot. I'm Mike with this month's Catholic T-shirt Club unboxing video. Some things never change. You know, I always keep my knife on the same place on my belt, so I always have to reach for it the same place. And of course, as I do so, I reflect upon the timeless wisdom. Preach the gospel at all times. Use shirts when necessary. Dun, 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 dun. And this is not yet the month where I actually put pre-opened the box and put a light inside, but you know, one of these years I'll get around to it. Oh, this month's theme: Christmas. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. Trust me. No one is more of a stickler than I am. My most Grinch-like tendency is just trying to tell people, hey, appreciate Advent before we get to Christmas. And, you know, I just shake my head when all my neighbors have put up their Christmas decorations immediately after Thanksgiving. Sorry, immediately after Halloween this year. I'm trying to cut everybody slack because, you know, it's 2020. So whatever they need to get a little bit of joy. And then, okay, you put up your decorations early. I can get past that. But then December 26th, December 27th, there's trees outside. Okay, I can understand wanting more Christmas, you start early. But if you want more Christmas, why don't you also go late? Nobody consults me. Christmas always comes. As we head to the end of a year that seems to have left not one leaf unturned, because after all, every time anything new happens, we all just say, well, it's 2020, it was inevitable. We still end it with joy. Because in the midst of suffering, Jesus still comes. He always comes. Weary as the world is, Christmas Day still arrives. We have a variety of lovely quotes and a great, great message. We have a Christmas novena. This is going to be an opportunity for me because I am the absolute worst at praying novenas. I pray every day. You'd think that it wouldn't be that hard to pray on 9 consecutive days. After all, I mean, you know, I do my morning offering on 9 consecutive days. I pray the Angelus on 9 consecutive days, but I'm the worst when it comes to praying novenas. I'm awful. Ooh. Oh, geez. This one is abridged from either novena or reflections from St. Alphonsus Liguori, Doctor of the Church. Fantastic. I will pray for St. Alphonsus to pray for me that maybe I can actually finish a novena on time for once. I mean, I always finish them, but, you know, my 9 days aren't necessarily always consecutive. But here's hoping. Oh, yes. We have here what will start off as a Christmas ornament and then will most likely become a year-round decoration somewhere on my wall. Unto us a Savior is born. Luke 2:11. Fantastic. Because we really do need to remember, yes, we have real problems, but the Savior's already been born. The war has already been won. Yeah, our battles are rough and, you know, we lose a lot, but unto us a Savior is born. It's glorious. And now, before we get to that, some other things have gotten shuffled out of place. There is, of course, prayer card. And, Holy Medal of the Holy Family, the Blessed Mother and Saint Joseph with the Christ Child. Fantastic. And now, just make sure there's nothing else under there. Now, da-da-da-da. But did you really think that I would do it without saying it? Of course, I have to say it. I mean, there isn't a contract, but I feel contractually obliged. It's the Catholic T-shirt Club, not the Catholic Swag Club, so as great as the swag is, The weary world rejoices. Because this year, the world is very, very weary. From the plague to the election to completely understandable and justifiable anger at continuing racial injustice, and then completely understandable and legitimate anger at riots and looting. Almost all of us are weary. You'd think that we'd have plenty of energy because so many of us have spent so much more time at home, but all that's managed to do is rob a lot of our homes of their restorative, of their resting value. But whatever weariness we feel is nothing compared to what the world felt before the coming of the Savior. Because before Jesus came, before he redeemed everything, what was it all for? It all seemed a waste, but we Christians know that, as Paul wrote, we make up in our suffering what is lacking in the suffering of Christ. Of course, what was lacking in his perfect offering? Nothing, except our participation. So, weary world, don't let your suffering be for naught. Join it to the suffering of our blessed Savior on his cross. And then rejoice, because he's taken it all. It's Christmas. The weary world rejoices. So this Christmas, it will be a strange Christmas. So many of us won't be with our families the way we normally are. But we still have every reason in the world to rejoice. So, forgive me, I'm going to say it early. From all of us here at the Popish Plot, to all of you, even though it's still Advent, have a very Merry Christmas. Never our place to tell you how to spend your money, especially in these days when so many of us are struggling. But in a world where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, how do you want to spend your money? Do you want to contribute to that injustice? Or do you think perhaps the Lord is calling you to preach the gospel using t-shirts? Kindly consider, prayerfully consider a subscription, perhaps a gift subscription for someone else, to the Catholic T-shirt Club, a literal mom and pop operation. And don't forget us. We're not asking for your money. Despite the many times I've said, give us all your money, we don't want your money. Well, no, we don't want your money. But we do, please, ask you, if you could kindly, in your charity, give this episode a like, subscribe to our channel, ring that church bell to be notified the next time a plot is uploaded, and until that next time, rejoice, weary world, by living your faith, live your faith, love your faith, share that love. It's Christmas! Whee!